Paulie B, the rightful Primos Hardcore and Wrestling Champion. I will get it next time. You are listening to the Average Guys Wrestling Podcast.
Let's see. Seawheeling27 wants to know what our thoughts are on Keemstar.
Keemstar?
Yep, that's what it says. What are your thoughts on Keemstar?
He's a gamer, so definitely not even remotely related to what we're doing here. So we don't really have any thoughts.
We're talking wrestling, kid.
Yeah, man, suplexes and shit.
Do you have a wrestling-related question?
As Stevens,
I need to sleep, and I'm waiting for your wrestling-related question.
I'm pretty sure his question is what our thoughts are on Keemstar.
Captain Stevens' heel turn.
Yep, that's it right there.
Oh, now I gotta find a reason for you to fight each other. God damn it, being a writer is hard.
What are my thoughts on Keemstar? Who in the blue hell is Keemstar?
Yeah, Seawheeling. I'm not gonna lie, buddy. I have no idea. I've never heard of Keemstar until you brought him up. Okay, Drama Alert on YouTube. I've heard of that, and honestly, it's not something that's interesting to me. That's all it is.
What do you talk about on Drama Alert?
Last time I checked, it's for like all the drama that happens between YouTubers.
Sweet. Guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna start some drama with Keemstar.
Oh, god damn it.
I'm just gonna sit over here.
All right. Well, you know this.
That's a good call, Zach.
You know how this is gonna end, right? I'm gonna end up hitting Keemstar with the chair or something.
Whew. I'm gonna send him that sound bit.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, Colton Oliver has a wrestling-related question.
What's your question, Colton?
All right.
He asks for our thoughts on the WCPW Defiant event. I didn't get to watch this.
I heard it was very good. I did hear that the matches were really good. There was a problem with Moose, who was advertised to be there, and he didn't end up being there.
Oh.
Hi, Josh.
All right, Josh is with us too. Seawheeling says, "Do it. Hit him with the chair. Take that guy down." Yeah. So go ahead. Let Keemstar know if he ever wants to get hit with the chair. We're all about it.
I'm looking up the card for WCPW Defiant.
Oh.
Well, I will take this moment then while you were doing that to remind Josh to not forget my fucking title.
It is your title. Now, do you want to cross out the word Sabu, or do you want me to cross out Taz?
Go ahead, cross out both.
Both Taz and Sabu? Okay.
Yeah, just put on a new piece of duct tape and write Captain on that.
Yep. Remember, we're not taking any layers of duct tape off. We're just keep adding them on.
Yeah. That is how it operates.
Yes.
Oh, shit.
Do you guys hear the really depressing news today? I don't know, are we in regular show or are we in pre-show?
Sure.
Whatever you want.
Are you recording, Chris?
I've been recording for the last hour. Where the hell have you been?
Well, trying to take this news. You guys hear RVD probably needs to just hang it up and retire right now?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
what
he said he's
happened?
having trouble seeing and everything.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Which I know he is like one of my, like, when I was watching wrestling in like my younger years, he was like my top 5 all the time. I loved Rob Van Dam. I still love Rob Van Dam.
Damn, I didn't hear that at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Tell him to end his career in Colorado. Sorry.
If he's having that kind of problems,
Yeah. That was bad. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
It logically makes sense that he probably would have some concussion problems coming out of where he was at that time.
And how he takes DDTs doesn't help him.
No.
Because he just lands on his head.
Oh, man, did you see that DDT that Cody Devine took on Sunday?
No, I was too busy trying to figure out how to get the cameras to work.
Oh, man, it looked like Cody Devine got planted on his forehead, man.
I'm actually surprised that none of those guys from the main event didn't have to go to the hospital, because some of those spots were just nauseating. Zach?
See what you missed, Zach? See what you missed?
Should have been there.
I was in Loveland, guys.
That sounds like an excuse.
It is
Where
an
were
excuse,
you,
though.
asshole?
Working.
Uh-huh. Working on
Well,
what?
it depends.
Your
Where do you
tan?
work at?
At a place where normal people work that is open on Sundays.
The business factory. I know that.
He's lying to us.
Yeah, my boss
I
is
thought it was-
Mr. Business.
I thought he worked at the old spaghetti factory or something.
No,
Chris, I got the card for you.
I do work around spaghetti.
send it to me.
Or at, least, at the very least, I know my company's spaghetti policy.
There's a card for you, Chris.
All right, let's look at the Defiant self-named pay-per-view.
I will see you guys next Tuesday.
All right, buddy. Hey, we
All
love
right,
you.
sounds good.
You be safe. Good luck at work tomorrow.
Yep.
The broadcast date on this is really off. I don't know
Yeah,
why
it is.
CageMatch.net has it completely wrong.
So let's see. We start with a 2-on-1 handicap match. Who are the question marks? They're just
I don't remember.
probably just local guys. No namers.
Oh, actually, this might be old. Is this old?
No, this is We Are Defiant.
Okay, yeah.
Oh man, that future match is going to be so dope.
From Newcastle. BT Gunn and Joe Coffey defeat the South Coast Connection for the tag title #1. I guess they don't have any major titles.
Yeah, they do. They have
There's the
Defiant World title
Hardcore Women's and World. There they are.
and the television title or the internet title.
But those weren't defended at this event. The tag title and internet title weren't defended.
I think the internet title is their old TV title.
Probably. So let's see, we got Mike Bailey defeats David Starr, 2 falls to nothing for the Defiant Internet title #1 contendership. William Ever defeats Gabriel Kidd with Prince Amin. Some of these names I do not know.
Prince Amin is pretty cool. He's more of a I don't really know how to describe him.
Then Jordan
He's
Simmons. Oh, go ahead.
No, he's kind of just like that rich asshole character.
Kind of like how Davari is booked right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
On both brands he's booked on. Sorry, both Davari brothers.
Cat, I will
'Cause-
end you.
Because Arya Davari is the rich asshole on 205 Live, and then the other Davari, I don't remember his first name, is the rich asshole on Lucha Underground.
Isn't it Arya Davari?
No, Arya Davari is on 205 Live.
Oh, then yeah, I don't know.
That's his cousin.
I thought they were brothers.
And I don't know, they're related somehow.
Well, yeah, they're both a Davari.
I think brothers.
I think, isn't the one on the 205 like the younger one?
Yeah, he's way younger.
He's super talented. That's
Oh,
one of
yeah.
my favorite cruiserweights right there.
Dude, Drew Gulak.
I don't know.
I'm a Drew Gumark.
Are you? I'm a Tony
For-
Niesmark.
For a better 205 Live. Oh my god, I can't
Yeah,
believe
does
this.
Tony Nese may have like 25 abs, but does he have a PowerPoint presentation?
Exactly. A
I'd
100.
have to see a PowerPoint presentation about if that's the case. I don't know for sure.
Do you guys see the number in the bottom corner of the PowerPoint presentation? It's like 1 or 6 out of 300 and something. It's ridiculous. It's amazing.
It's something absurd like
Drew
that.
Drew did the impossible this year and made Randy Orton interesting for like 5 minutes.
Drew
It was
Gulak?
do you remember that that whole what was it? Super kick. It was. You remember that whole rant that Randy Orton had that pissed off the entirety of like the indie wrestling community?
Oh yeah.
So it was basically like he was calling out like top rope spots and everything and like jumping off stuff. Dive, that was it. And he took a picture with Drew Gulak holding a giant protest sign that said "No Fly Zone."
I remember that.
The day after that whole, everyone was salty about that rant, and then so like for that little moment in time, Randy Orton didn't totally suck because Drew Gulak made him
Tolerable.
Yeah.
No jumping off the middle rope. No jumping off the top rope.
Oh my god! I know none of you watch 205 Live like I do. I mean, when I say 205 Live, I mean 205 Live because you watch it at work.
No, I
So if you
could
don't-
have watched it tonight, but I was too busy with some other things.
I usually watch it at work, so
Yeah, I will.
but yeah,
Oh,
it was,
man, you
it was pretty great.
customer watch 205 Live?
Anyway, one person at a time, please.
so tonight Enzo's on international tour, which means he's probably doing tribute to the troops, and Gulak was put in charge of the Zo train, and Enzo entrusted him with his microphone and everything.
Oh my god.
So Noam Dar is having a match with Cedric Alexander, and like Cedric is down. Noam Dar goes up to the top rope, and Drew's like, "What are you doing? That is not how we do things on the Drew train."
That's amazing. Anyway, we should
He was
probably...
also going to give us a PowerPoint presentation about leadership, and I'm really sad that Cedric interrupted it. I really wanted to learn about leadership.
Cedric's kind of a piece of shit that way.
Is this...
Drew Gulak's going to win that #1 contendership, and it's going to be great.
No.
Oh, We Are Defiant is this... Okay, so this is the right card. Okay, so back to Defiant, because we had a really long tangent there with 205 Live. After Jern Simmons and Drake, which I recognize the name Drake, I don't know where from, but I recognize it.
He's a rapper who used to be in a wheelchair on a Canadian TV show.
Oh, that's cool. We have,
Josh, I love the can on this beer.
Dude, have you ever had this beer before?
No, but it looks good.
It is.
This is not a beer podcast.
Well,
Josh,
it
do you
is
start a beer podcast?
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. It's a stout brewed with peanut butter, chocolate, coffee, and vanilla.
Guys, I've
Don't
lost
fuck
all
with the
control.
Jesus.
It's over. This podcast is dead.
Alright, anyways, the Defiant Hardcore match, Primate beat Jimmy Havoc. Jimmy Havoc's pretty cool.
Jimmy
I've only
Havoc is
seen
sweet.
like 2 of his matches, but he's still really cool.
We got Kaylee Ray beating Veda Scott. I only know of Kaylee Ray. I need to watch more
Dude,
Defiant.
Veda Scott's awesome.
I need to watch more
I
Defiant.
love Veda Scott.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
Veda Scott's the shit.
Travis Banks beats El Ligero.
El Ligero.
Ligero?
El Ligero, dude, is like probably one of the best British wrestlers not in British strong style. Like, that dude is legit fucking amazing.
And then we have...
And Travis Banks is also pretty awesome.
Right. Then we have the main event. Couple names I recognize. We've got Marty Scurll defending the Defiant World title against Joe Hendry and Martin Kirby. Marty Scurll is still the Defiant champion. God,
He was the old WCPW champion until they switched over. Like, I think he was the last person to hold the title when it was WCPW.
I gotta watch
Speaking of
this pay-per-view. Go ahead.
Marty Scurll, did you guys see who made a debut with Defiant this pretty recently.
God, who was it?
The greatest man who ever lived,
Me?
Austin Aries.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was their like big surprise signing.
And he showed up and had an altercation with Marty Scurll, which is definitely going to lead somewhere wonderful.
How are you pronouncing his last name?
Scroll.
It's Skrull.
S-C-U.
Like
Skrull.
It rhymes
Skrull.
with girl.
Skrull?
It rhymes with girl.
Get it right.
Yeah, Ole.
Now Josh is the one
Marty
mispronouncing
Ole.
names.
Marty Ole, yeah.
Marty Ole!
Marty Ole.
Oh,
and,
callbacks to previous jokes.
That seems like a phenomenal match, though, that is going to happen.
That's in the making. I'm actually
It's
really
definitely-
excited now.
Yeah.
Like, I was really sad when Austin Aries left. I was really sad when Austin Aries never became Cruiserweight champion.
It says he needs to be world champion or universal champion.
Did you watch?
Cruiserweight shit.
Did you watch his exit promo though? Like when he went to House of Hardcore and he talked about why he was let go.
No.
You didn't watch that? He basically admitted to being the world's biggest asshole and being difficult
Did
to
he get
work
booed
with.
out of the building too?
Yeah, because he was talking positively about WWE. Because House of Hardcore ain't got time for none of that shit.
I mean, they're pretty hardcore.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, this guy was pouring his heart out. And he was saying, like, oh, man, I was an asshole. I was difficult to work with. There's all these problems with me, and I needed to figure them out. And to hear the crowd just basically saying, fuck you to that,
I mean, if you guys listen to his, what was it, Talk is Jericho that he was on, he basically, like, admits to everything basically being his fault.
yeah. Like, I think he talks about the moment where, because I've been listening to a lot of wrestling podcasts recently to try to, get our stock up. Try to do things.
I mean,
the
that's
right
all
way.
I do at work.
Right. And
Speaking of which, you should really listen to the Stone Cold podcast with Sasha today. It was really good.
I actually got the chance to listen to the E&C podcast featuring Dolph Ziggler, and that was a pretty eye-opening experience.
I just saw the notes, like they were kind of just like show notes for that, so I didn't actually listen to it.
It was real good. You should check it out.
Yeah, I heard it was really good. I heard that he's not really happy with what he's doing right now.
It's not that he's not happy, it's that he wants to stay with them, but he doesn't like his
He
position.
just doesn't like what his character's doing.
Right, because he's not a believable, credible threat. He likes being the gatekeeper. He likes being the bridge from NXT stars to the main roster. He doesn't like that he feels like he doesn't have any credibility as a threat. Like Bobby Roode will come to the main roster and they'll be like, "Oh, he's gonna face Dolph Ziggler." Dolph Ziggler comes out. It's not like, "Oh, Bobby Roode might lose this feud." It's, "Oh, Ziggler's putting Roode over because Ziggler's great."
So the biggest fix with that,
Put him in a feud with a non-NXT guy and have him win the feud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
a certain non NXT guy put the United States title on him for like 2 months. It doesn't need to be a long reign.
Right.
Here's the biggest problem, and I can't remember who said it. I think it might have been Steven Larson. The biggest problem with Dolph Ziggler right now is that he's playing that role, which is fine. He can play that role, but what he's doing is he's not working as the he's not winning when he's not doing that. Like, he's just losing, so it doesn't make sense for him to be that person when he can't even win his own feuds.
Right.
Right.
And, like the whole thing with the Miz last year is a very, very good indication of that, because like he won once. And it was a huge win, and it made everybody pop. We were all super excited. Then he went back to jobbing.
But the trade-off, he totally beat Daniel Bryan all year last year.
What? That was a thing?
No, dude. So, okay, he might have lost like his in-ring feuds a lot, which sucked. But nobody, like, he crushed Daniel Bryan all year. Like, Daniel Bryan was like the Miz's bitch.
No, we're not talking about the Miz. We're talking about Dolph Ziggler.
Oh no, you brought up the Miz last year.
Yeah, no, I talked about
my main man.
I'm talking about Dolph Ziggler last year winning the title from the Miz, and it was a big moment. And then Dolph Ziggler went back to jobbing. You got to get your ears checked out, buddy.
Just thought you were insulting my bro.
Welcome to
the thing. Okay, so the thing is like you take a look at XT, you have that exact same role that Dolph Ziggler has in Cassius Ohno. So the thing is, Cassius Ohno wins matches when he's not in his feuds.
Yeah, he's a credible threat. Like he lost, didn't he beat Hideo Itami?
Yeah, he beat Itami.
Yeah,
when Itami was leaving.
That's
but
huge.
like, you take a look at Ziggler. Can you name a match that Ziggler's won recently?
Not recently, no. Which means, like, he needs the United States title push right now more than anything, because he's in the ring with Bobby and he's in the ring with Baron Corbin. Both very credible threats to Dolph Ziggler, or at least we're made to believe right now. So Dolph
Ziggler win it, defend it once, and lose it to Bobby, and you correct the whole situation.
See, I'm thinking we give him like a long-ish title reign, because like you can move Baron Corbin to whatever you want after this point. Like maybe Baron Corbin works a program with Styles, because Baron Corbin's like gotten rid of all of that heat he has backstage, and they want him in the main title picture, right? So
that hair.
She cut out for a second. Can you say that again?
Well, they heard me, but because you guys didn't hear me, Baron Corbin, they wanted Baron to be in the main title picture, right? They wanted him to be the guy. And I'm pretty sure all that heat that he got from before SummerSlam is pretty much all but forgotten, because they put the United States title on him. Well, what if we have Dolph pin Corbin, making Dolph seem like a more credible threat, and then we move Corbin to the main title picture, the WWE title picture, and now all of a sudden Dolph Ziggler looks like a real credible threat because the person that he beat is #1 contender for the WWE title.
I just want to clarify that you are advocating for a Baron Corbin
I realize this.
world title push.
I realize this.
And I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but like I wouldn't want to attach myself to that.
I'm putting Baron Corbin in the world title picture to push my boy Dolph so that he doesn't feel as forgotten. Because right now WWE brass
I'm not saying you're wrong.
WWE brass is really high on Corbin right now, right? They really like his look. They really like, how he carries himself, and they like his promo work, which is god awful. I don't know how they like that.
Are they as high as his hairline is on his head?
Higher, but
that's not possible.
WWE wants to make that move anyway, right? They want to push him further. Why not use this as an opportunity to push your guy Dolph a little bit further too? And then you can create a pretty credible long-standing feud between Ziggles and Bobby. Because instead of like Ziggles jobbing to Bobby all the time, we have this point where it's like, oh, Dolph beat Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin's against AJ Styles at Fastlane. Oh my god. Ziggler's a credible threat. And then you give Ziggler a couple wins over Bobby on TV to make him feel more like a credible threat. And then he can drop the title to Bobby at Fastlane.
Yeah, I mean that all makes sense to me.
It works, doesn't it, Josie?
Yeah, it totally does.
Does anybody have
So, guys,
another
I'm
idea?
looking at it right now. Dolph Ziggler has won 2 matches total since April of this year.
Give my
Yeah,
boy the
like-
belt. Give him the strap. Come on, Vince.
You don't even need to give him a belt. You just need to make it like let him win a fucking match.
Right.
Oh, no, 3. 3, I miscounted. One of which was against AJ Styles.
How do
Just
you...
putting that out there?
How drunk are you where you miscount 3 as 2?
I missed one because I was scrolling too quickly on Pro Fight Database.
Oh my god. But
All
still,
right, so I want to save the biggest news for the end of the show. We all know what I'm talking about on that.
Is it
You know what
Chris's girlfriend breaking his heart?
oh.
No, you know what I'm talking about.
Or, hear me out, is it the fact that we have photographic proof that Chris bought a certain something for a certain someone?
Oh my god.
Okay, that's not what I'm talking about either.
That's the biggest news.
Okay.
Give the people a tease. Tell them what's coming.
All I'm going to say is that Chris and a certain scoundrel...
Not you.
It involves Bray
idiot.
Wyatt.
Okay, yeah. We talked about that a little bit, like 40 minutes ago, but we can.
I want to save like a good conversation about that for the end of this show.
Oh, dude, I'm so stoked about that conversation.
Josie, jump in
but
whenever
let's see
you
what-
want, buddy. We don't want to silence you. Please talk. I love you. Don't be the quiet voice. I'll punch you.
Let's-
You're not silencing me.
Okay. Good.
Okay, before that, this gives us time leading up to that. All I'm going to say is, what is the accent? Is the game that we'll try and figure out. Then, so we have till that time to try and guess what it is.
What? What do you mean?
You know exactly what I mean.
I'm super confused, buddy.
What accent is the big news of the night using?
Oh my god, just don't. We'll talk about that later.
Leading you guys up ahead of time to know what we're going to ask.
Well,
All right. So what else? What else is new in the world of wrestling this week? How about the fact that SmackDown has somehow managed to make me not give a shit about a feud that involves Shinsuke Nakamura, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn.
well, don't forget about
This
the
feud-
GM of SmackDown, Daniel Bryan, who's involved too.
Oh yeah, Daniel Bryan is involved in this too. That's the worst fucking part about this. Is I
Okay,
cannot
and-
give a shit about this, and all of those people are involved.
Okay, hold on. This is probably some long-term booking thing. Okay, Daniel Bryan's contract is coming up in September. What if the whole feud is Daniel Bryan versus Shane McMahon at WrestleMania? What if they finally cleared Daniel Bryan to wrestle, and it's with Shane McMahon? Like, is that more of a nightmare scenario
I
than
mean,
Daniel Bryan
yeah,
never
I'm
wrestling
happy
again?
about that, but-
No, I mean, like, that's weird.
No, that's fine. That's safe. And, like, if it like, okay, you're going to be probably, you know, legal liable if something happens to Daniel Bryan,
Well, that
regardless of anything. And so why not have your safest thing be, like, somebody who is actually very financially invested in not being sued? Work it.
well, that's another thing though. Like, Daniel Bryan has gone to doctors, and doctors say that he is fine to go back in the ring.
Okay, that's what his doctors say.
But right, I honestly think that this is a big long-term ploy. It's like, okay, so the fans have something really cool, right? It's like this. I give you a new toy, and you're like a 4-year-old kid, right? I give you a new toy. You're like fascinated to buy it, right? You can't.
Give me the
play
toy.
with
Give me
it.
the toy.
Okay, yeah.
Give me the toy.
Exactly. I take it away. What are we thinking right now? We're thinking, give
me
it
the
back,
toy,
give it
Chris.
back, give it back, give it back. So I think this is a big long-term booking plan. Like, Daniel Bryan's been out of the ring for 2 years.
A little
Right?
bit more than that.
Well, we haven't had this toy for 2 years. We're getting anxious. The Miz is using his signature moves. Whenever his music plays, the crowd pops super hard. Like, here's this toy that we don't have anymore. that we want so bad.
Give me the pack.
Right. So
Yes, if you're trying to advocate for Shane against Daniel Bryan instead of The Miz against Daniel Bryan,
I'm saying
not
that
agree.
Daniel Bryan's return match will probably be at WrestleMania against Shane McMahon. And then we'll have another year or two solid of Daniel Bryan working for the E. So I'm a wrestling conspiracy theorist. And I think this is just a long con.
It might be.
What are your guys' thoughts
Okay,
on
but
this?
will you give me the toy?
Will there be a toy? So Daniel Bryan's last match was April 14th of 2015.
Yeah, so... Here's
So
Zach.
at least, yeah, it's like,
Here's a toy.
ew.
Don't worry
Please
about
no. All right.
Oh,
it. Anyway. Like, what are your guys' thoughts? I mean, I talked about that for a solid 3 minutes. I want to know what you guys think.
About it being a long-term goal like that?
No, I mean, where do you think this rivalry is going to end? Because obviously, for it being as bad as what it is, there has to be some big payoff.
It's gonna end with a Daniel Bryan heel turn. That's what we're going for. Or it's gonna be a Shane heel turn, but it makes no sense for it to be a Shane heel turn because you just turned Sammy heel for this.
Right.
the Meek Mahans are generally pretty heelish.
Well, what do you guys think of a move up of Adam Cole and his stable, and then they just form this gigantic Ring of Honor stable?
God, stop, Chris. My dick can only get so hard.
I mean, did I just dream book us into
Wait,
oblivion?
Who's the leader?
Daniel Bryan. Lieutenant
Wrong.
Adam Cole.
Okay. You have me.
Okay, Josie.
You had me at Adam Cole.
Josie, what do you think about this situation? Because I know Zach doesn't care about it right now.
It's just it's the problem of Randy Orton.
They can make you care if they take out Orton.
Yeah, honestly, they could.
But
Well, this could all be fixed if you just retire. Go away.
let's not advocate for a wrestler to retire on our show, okay? Like,
He's not a wrestler. He's a black hole of enjoyment. He just makes any pro wrestling thing that I would enjoy less enjoyable by being there.
this is kind of a weird change of heart for Zach, too, because Zach started to like Randy Orton again.
Zach, I'm glad that you opened up your eyes to how much of a shitty wrestler and everything that Randy Orton is. And he pooped in somebody's bag.
Yeah, it was Diva. I don't remember which one. He's kind of a piece of shit.
Bag. Yeah. He should just retire. Go take his poop of a career and put it in the retirement bag. Sure that people that you like would love to hang out with you because you're not wrestling.
All right, I've asked Josie 3 times now, and we've overshadowed him.
It's fine. It's okay.
I just don't want you to feel like you're left out, buddy.
No, I'm not feeling like I'm left out at all.
What do you think about this whole situation with DeBry?
Honestly, with everything I've seen online and the story that they're going with, I go with the most logical, next step in the story, and that's going to be Daniel Bryan getting his heel turn, and it turns out he was the mastermind behind the whole Sammy KO thing all along.
It was me, Austin. That kind of thing.
Yeah,
He needs to have a cloak.
pretty much. It's gonna be, and come WrestleMania, we're gonna see Daniel Bryan, Sammy, and KO versus Shane, Shinsuke, and probably Randy Orton.
So you don't even have Shinsuke winning the Rumble. How dare you?
You're wrong.
Well, let's see. SmackDown won it last year. Raw's going to win it this year, so Reigns is going to win
Raw. Here's the thing: Raw has Elimination Chamber, and there's no way Bork is going to go into a cage. Like
yeah. That. Oh shit, that's right.
Plus, I am pretty sure there would be full-scale riots if Roman Reigns wins the Royal Rumble again. Like, people would be like burning cars.
Well, no,
and
Josie and I had this conversation at the Primo show on Sunday, and it made the most sense because, like we said, SmackDown won the Rumble last year. It only makes sense to give it to a Raw guy this year, unless we give it to a SmackDown guy who wasn't on SmackDown during the last Rumble.
Yep, and I don't think it's going to be Strowman winning the Rumble because he's going to have his retirement match. He's going to end up retiring Kane at the Rumble, so...
It's too soon for that.
No, it's not, because Kane's got to go back and run Knox.
And be a
Oh, yeah, he's got to go... No, I mean, but it's too soon to start booking that this far out.
But that's kind of where we're going.
That up, so...
Like I said a couple episodes back on this podcast, I didn't want Roman Reigns retiring both The Undertaker and Kane. I wanted Braun Strowman to retire Kane. Yeah, it hurts more than it helps. So
Isn't it weird that The Undertaker and Kane, those two are kind of tied together at this point in time?
Yeah, they're gonna be together forever, unfortunately.
I think that Braun's never gonna be finished with him.
Roman and Braun is probably the next long-standing rivalry, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't want to go as far as to say that it's the next Stone Cold Rock, because I don't want to compare either one of those to either one of those. But it's
as long as at some point in time he says, "I'm never done with you.
I'm never finished with you." I want that promo.
It's going to be at the wedding.
Like, after WrestleMania, the main event, after the Raw main event, he comes out, beats the shit out of Reigns, right? He tears him apart, limb from limb, picks up a microphone, and says, "Roman Reigns, I will never be finished with you," and then walks out. Just, oh my god.
If that happens, it makes total sense. Because he did try to murder Braun.
They both tried to murder each other. Which this mimics another long-standing rivalry is Triple H and Stone Cold, who both also tried to murder each other.
I would rather compare those two to those two.
Right, rather than The Rock. But,
yeah.
I mean, they don't have the tater tots to be The Rock, so...
or the strudel.
There's that.
But Braun's this big imposing guy. Roman is unfortunately a big imposing guy. I want to start trying to stop talking shit about Roman because I know we have a couple listeners who really do like Roman. So
I feel like I've said a lot of nice things about Roman. He's put in the work, and as much as I don't want to see him win the Rumble, that doesn't mean that I don't think he should be in that main event. He's busted his ass.
He really has.
Last couple of years, and while he wasn't a great in-ring competitor when he first started, he stepped it up.
Some of his matches with Braun have been the absolute best. They've been really good.
He's putting on match of the year candidate type matches on his own.
WWE match of the year candidates.
Yeah. Well, not being across somebody like an AJ Styles who could carry a match on his own.
Sunday, I was telling... Sorry, go ahead.
If I'm not mistaken, AJ Styles said that the best wrestler he's worked with in the WWE has been Roman Reigns.
Yeah, because they worked a program that went on until Money in the Bank, right?
Yeah, and that.
Holy shit!
Thanks for the holy shit.
Is it because we said nice things about Roman?
I mean,
no, it's holy shit because Mop Boy has arrived.
Also that. What's up, my boy? Anywho. Where were we before?
Yeah, so, I mean,
Yeah.
Roman has worked his ass off this year. He definitely deserves the role that he's in. And I really, and as much as we all hate to say the words deserves it in wrestling,
Right.
because
Deserve
but-
isn't right. It's earned.
The issue is always that it was handed to him the way it was. It was like he was gonna put in the work to get this point or get to this point, and he did. It's just, yeah, I totally get why people don't like Roman, but they're wrong and kind of stupid.
That was us
Yeah.
at one point.
I've never hated Roman.
Some of us, I should say.
Don't
We
lump
do-
me in with you Neanderthals.
We do think that he needs a stylistic change. He does need to get rid of that flak jacket.
Drop
Yeah,
the
that's-
vest. That is like the Baron Corbin hairline of but higher.
Did you just compare Roman to Corbin? I gotta check you, see if you got a
Well,
fever.
no. I compared Baron Corbin's shitty hairline to Roman Reigns' shitty vest. The connection there is that they're both shit. So
Well, and they can both change.
they're not like Randy Orton levels of shit, but like, what is?
Really? You pinned a comment?
Back to the shit talking. All right.
You know what? Hold on real quick before we change topics on the Baron Corbin's shitty hairline versus Roman Reigns' shitty vest. I have $50. Says we see Roman Reigns drop the vest before Corbin shaves his head.
I can't.
Well, I mean, his
can't
hair is just
rightfully-
going to continually fall out and eventually lead to him not having hair on his head. So, like,
Fine. I say I got $50 that Roman drops his vest before Baron goes bald.
I mean, we can't legally accept this bet on the air, but we'll talk. We'll talk after we go off the air.
you might be speaking my language.
We'll talk about this. I mean, we
All
can't
right.
legally accept the bet
Wait,
anyway.
wait.
We refuse this bet and everything that goes along with it. Wink. Fuck, I
Could
said it
that
out
be
loud.
like next year's bragging rights match that they have? Is like a hair versus vest match?
Oh my god, yes.
Because I'd watch the shit out of that match. I would have a dog in that race because I want both of them to lose it.
Make it the main event of
Actually, no,
Survivor
book it.
Series.
Book it. Braun Strowman comes out there, lays them both out, shaves Baron Corbin's head, and just steals Roman Reigns' vest.
Starts wearing it like a poncho when he comes out to the ring.
Oh, in a little vest, right?
Yeah. And
Uh,
he holds it like a title. He just raises it over his head, screaming, "Braun!"
Oh my god. The pop on that would be so huge.
Oh, right?
Book it. I need that match in my life right now.
Yep,
Vince.
do it.
That'd be so great.
Vince, you're in the jet. You have Wi-Fi.
Average guy's poll question.
Ooh.
What's worse? Roman Reigns' stupid vest or
stupid hairline.
shitty hairline or Randy Orton's career? I'll also accept that as a third answer.
Put that poll
But
on
really,
the
what's
page.
worse between Baron and Roman on the shitty stylistic choice?
You're going to hear me typing for a second because I'm putting that poll on the Memaholics page right now.
Like, I want to know the answer. They're both bad. The correct answer is both, but I'm not accepting both as an answer. There'd only be one winner in the shitty fashion choice contest.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get on that. What's next on our agenda today? We talked about Corbin. We talked about
I got-
Ziggles. What's
I
next?
got more depressing news.
Oh no.
What's the more depressing news?
Do you guys know why we haven't been blessed with average guys Lifetime Achievement Award winner R-Truth on TV?
I'm pretty sure I know
Because
the
he's been
answer.
hurt.
Yeah.
He's got a shoulder injury. Ron?
Did Wait, did he? I could have sworn I saw him on Twitter saying that he was completely fine, that he was just taking time off.
No, they had somebody come out with a shoulder injury. I think he did. I don't know. But like, dude, get better if you're sick or hurt, and just come back and make pro wrestling hilarious again.
Yeah.
What if? Hear me out. He's the person who destroyed Bronco's office.
Oh yes, please.
You just wrap it in there, and things just went bad. He didn't mean to destroy their office. Like, he's just wrapping it and having a good time.
He just had a bad day.
He's like,
Well,
what's
no.
up? Flips a counter. What's up? Flips the table.
Sometimes when you rap, you go a little bit too hard and, like, accidentally destroy things. Like offices.
All right, Roman Reigns' vest or Baron Corbin's hair.
So I want to talk about one more thing to where we get to the big topic of the week. What do you guys think about Jason Jordan right now? Is this, like, he's been getting consistently bad boos, like Roman Reigns at his height of heat boos.
So he at least did the least, like, believable thing that WWE's done this year, which is they somehow creative thought that Samoa Joe, who, like, straight up laid out Brock Lesnar and didn't back down from him, would back down from Jason Jordan. Like, did you catch that booking on Monday?
I didn't watch Monday.
That makes no goddamn sense whatsoever.
Okay, break it down for me. What did I miss? Because I was making the poll.
You also don't watch daily programming or weekly
Also
programming
that,
like we do.
Break it down for me.
Boo-doo-doo-doo.
Justin Andrews votes Roman Reigns vest, by the way. Oh my
There's
God.
no wrong answer on this poll. Like, they're both awful.
Anyway, break me down the whole Jason Jordan on TV thing, because I've seen him on pay-per-view, and what he's doing is, what's a good term for it? A good, nice, friendly term. Garbage.
I mean, it's essentially what it is on television. So on television, he's got that character of he's Kurt Angle's son, and he seems to be using that to his advantage. In that he's just being that asshole who uses his position to get matches. He, like, almost just demanded to be the one to answer Roman Reigns' open challenge this week.
So he's Triple H'ing it.
Yeah, and so, like, he's like, I want this match. Samoa Joe comes out and says, haha, sit down, kid. And then he just fucking suplexes Roman, and then the match gets made.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's kind of what happens when you stupidly put your Intercontinental title on somebody that doesn't really want it.
What?
Yeah.
Huh?
Well, Chris, you see,
My brain hurts.
it's really easy to understand. On occasion, creative has a meeting, you know.
It's not easy to understand.
Where they-
I'm not Vince McMahon, okay?
Well, they have a meeting and they pitch an idea like that, and then somebody says yes.
And what happens next?
Well, who knows? Who knows? That's half the fun.
I feel like we're just rolling dice here and not getting anywhere.
Creative.
Yeah, just welcome to creative.
I see when I suggest something to anybody that I know who's in the business, or when I talk to you guys about it, I have an end game, right? Right? Do I not have an end game?
Well, in their defense, I guess you're not a creative person there. Okay? You're not like creative. You got to roll the dice sometimes, Chris.
Ow. My heart. I'm legit crying right now. You don't even understand.
You deserve it.
Oh my god.
You deserve it.
Oh my god.
So yeah, like this whole Jason Jordan thing just it seems to be going almost nowhere, and people are hating it.
Well, it has,
and it makes me feel bad for Jason Jordan because like
it has an end game though. I'm sure it has an end game. There's an end in sight.
it doesn't
right?
feel like there is though.
Are you sure, Chris?
The ending is him and Kurt Angle at some point before WrestleMania.
So he's gonna fight his,
Because Kurt Angle still has to work that program with Triple H.
so he's gonna fight his dad as well.
Yeah, it's going to be father versus son to go up against Triple H at WrestleMania, and then it's going to be Kurt Angle, unfortunately, going over on Jason Jordan because Kurt Angle has to be the one to work the program with Triple H, and then we get a Jason Jordan heel turn, and then Jason Jordan's going to be in Triple H's corner at WrestleMania. Like, we have an end in sight. They just have to get there.
Can he tell Triple H, or can he tell Kurt Angle that he's not his real dad? That Triple H is his real dad?
Well, no. Like,
He's more of a father to me than you are.
this has a super easy ending. If the E fucks that up, then like, it's just a missed opportunity to get Jason Jordan over.
See, that's the problem is you underestimate
The,
them
the,
so much.
the shovel talents of the man with 3 H's.
No, you just underestimate creative.
No, I overestimate them. I have a lot of hope.
Okay, yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
All right.
Just don't get it. I don't get it.
Because
I
you're
guess.
not a creative type, Chris. You're not.
Let's move on to the main event of this show because I'm dying inside.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoops. Did I say that out loud?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, man. The owl's
Woken,
going to be so mad.
Woken Matt Hardy, we knew you'd come.
I'm so excited, guys.
I stand by what I said. I'm pretty sure WWE was just like, hey guys, I heard you guys can't pay your electric bill. We'll pay your electric bill if you give us this gimmick.
Oh. Either that or WWE just green-lit it and didn't care about the consequences because they knew that Anthem could not take them to court over it.
I mean,
Well-
that's entirely possible.
Yeah.
I mean, when Reddy has paperwork for or filing for the copyright that's dated like months in advance of when Anthems was filed, it's kind of hard to defend that in court.
Right.
The best part about what came out of this is, did you see the news that Anthem has since changed the wording on every existing contract, every future contract, stating that stars that are there can use their gimmicks after they leave.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
Because they knew that there was that big issue there, and they got into a huge legal battle that they really didn't need to get into.
And it just ended with them not being able to continue doing the legal battle, basically.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot easier to just say yes.
Right. And plus, that puts the spotlight on your stuff, too. Like, if you allow...
You really don't want to shine a spotlight on that product. It's not very good.
But, like, when you allow another company to use your gimmick, your product, even if they're calling it something different, when they start using it, people are going to go back and watch the previous tapes and the videos and the matches of how that gimmick came to be. People are going to want to look at it. So it was like a really bad decision on Impact's part. I don't even know if it's owned by Anthem still.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
But it was just a really poor decision because they missed an opportunity to have a spotlight shined on their product.
They did.
And instead they went
Good
into
thing
this
that
legal battle that ruined their reputation even further.
good thing that they're now treating that differently, and it completely changed how they handle.
Well, it's definitely a
They're-
learned your lesson type deal.
It really is.
Correct. Now, I do have one hope out of the WWE on how they handle this, and it's just keep Jeff as far away from this as humanly possible. If they have to be on different shows, so be it.
You don't think that Brother Nero should be part of this?
No, I've always I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this. I've always viewed Jeff as kind of dead weight compared to Matt. I've always been a bigger fan of Matt. I know. I don't like Jeff. Part of it is his past demons that he had. Like, his whole incident with Sting really soured me on Jeff to begin with. And, like, the only reason this broken thing has worked so well is, like, the creative genius that is Matt Hardy. Like,
Yeah, you're not wrong there at all.
and so it's like, just keep Jeff away from it. And frankly, Jeff doesn't need it. Well, I
No,
don't
he
like
really
him.
doesn't.
Yeah, the people love him. They love that guy.
Have him return to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Separate the Hardys.
Give Jeff the Universal title. Have him beat Brock.
Oh, that's actually a bad idea.
I think
mean, my
fans
mother
are
would
okay
love
with
it.
that. There's a
mom
lot of
would love
people
that.
who would like that.
Because my mom loves Jeff Hardy, but she hates Brock Lesnar.
What is it with moms loving Jeff Hardy?
Such
I
a
don't
bad role model for your kids.
Right. Like, that just seems so weird to me. There's this really handsome druggie that wrestles on camera, and he's really attractive, but he does a lot of drugs, and he fucked his life up, and he got fired from the company that he loved working for. But goddamn, he's attractive.
He did play the guitar really well.
Was that before the drugs or after?
Well, no, in the I want to say it was the deletion. He
Ew.
opens up like, playing a guitar pretty averagely.
Is it better than Elias, though?
No,
Elias is fantastic.
I hate Elias, but I respect him.
That man
Here's my opinion on Elias. I honestly think Elias is really good at the guitar, but he's so good that he can play really bad, because when he plays on Raw and stuff, he's not playing that well.
No, he's being a troll, which I love.
So you think he's so good he found his way back around and is bad again? Or can be bad?
Yeah. Well, like, okay, so, like, you know when you're really good at something, you know how to play, you know how to do it really badly?
Never had that problem.
Because you're
Well,
never
it's
good
'cause
at
you're-
anything.
Yeah, you're really bad at everything.
Loved it. Good heat. I hate you.
You're really bad at trivia in particular. I
Oh,
just like
God.
to point that out.
I almost beat Zach. I almost had him. I was inches away.
But you know what? You didn't.
Lost by the skin of my dick.
What dick?
Oh, ouch.
Ah.
Anyway,
No, you have a dick. It's just not very useful.
but back to the broken stuff. Do you think broken Matt Hardy is eligible for a mid-card title push or even a world title push? Thoughts, starting with Josie.
World title? No. Mid card? He'll be fine.
What's your reasoning for this?
It's the gimmick. People do like the woken, broken, whatever it is, Matt Hardy, but it's not enough to actually get him all the way to the top. You'll get him to the IC, U.S. state, champs, but that's about it.
But wasn't broken, woken, whatever Matt Hardy Impact champion?
Yeah.
I honestly do not know.
That's why I asked the
He
guys.
was. You literally just said two people say yes.
Okay.
You guys cut out as you were saying it. That's why.
Yes. Sorry. Yes.
So he was Impact World Heavyweight Champion.
He was.
Was he over as a champion?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So now we
Holy shit, was he over?
Now that we
I
got-
gave a fuck about TNA for like that time frame
Now that we got
because
Josie's.
of how over he was.
Okay. Now
Yeah,
we,
so that okay, then time will tell. I honestly did not know that. So who knows? Maybe
does that change your
We'll
opinion?
yeah. I mean, honestly, I thought people were just liking him for the gimmick, but knowing that he was actually the title holder at one point changes it. I mean, could be interesting. He's not going to take it from Brock, but
Well, who
we'll
is?
see what happens.
Who is other than
Huh?
Broman Reigns?
Other than Reigns, it's going to be Strowman, Joe, or Finn.
Well, we've already established that Strowman can't do it. We've already established that Joe can't do it.
We've also already established that Finn Balor isn't over.
Oh, poor Finn.
Yep.
We'll get over and we'll talk.
Josh, what do you think about Broken Brilliance?
So first off, Matt Hardy is not going to be on Raw. He is a SmackDown superstar.
Ooh.
And if they don't put that world title on him, I am going to assume that creative is the stupidest entity in pro wrestling. Like, they will be dumber than Jeff Jarrett.
Well, the only title that's eluded Matt Hardy has been the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, right?
He's not been a world champion over there. And, like, he's going to put in the work to make this work. What I really want out of this, more than a title reign, is Skarsgård for WrestleMania.
Yes.
Like, I need some dilapidated boat in my life. Like, I wanted to come in, check it. This is the Matt Hardy entrance of WrestleMania this year. You have, like, a parade of people down there, like, just a bunch of, like, hands, I guess.
Oh, make it a masquerade ball.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you could crowd surf over the crowd in the boat, just arms open, just saying yes to the crowd and doing his whole broken
delete.
shtick.
Yeah.
Yes, but he needs to be coming on Skarsgård, or I'm going to be sad.
Is that the name of the boat?
Plus, it doesn't need to be his wife playing the piano, but like, make sure that theme song has some piano.
I think they're gonna change his music now that he's a different character.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the reason he's woken Matt Hardy right now is WWE needs something that they can license for themselves.
Yes.
Correct.
So Zach,
Like,
since you jumped in on
Yeah.
this, let's get your opinion. How far do you think the broken gimmick is gonna go?
I think that it is slightly above Bray Wyatt in that he wins matches, but he's not top guy. Like, he could be top guy at one point. Bray Wyatt was WWE champion this year, guys. I know that sounds fucking insane, but he was. He was WWE champion for like a month.
Zach, are you high?
Okay. I looked it up. I was wrong. Matt Hardy was never TNA World Champion as Broken Matt Hardy.
Oh.
But I promise you, Bray Wyatt was WWE Champion this year. In the year 2017, Bray Wyatt was WWE Champion. I think the Broken Matt Hardy gimmick is over enough to where even Vince's weird, twisted mind can see that there's money in this. Because here's the thing. We all have been waiting for this for so long that it's been like dead to us almost. And when he shows up on that, the audience popped very loud. And then here's the thing on top of that. It cuts to Bray Wyatt, and then it cuts back to Matt, and the pop is even louder. Like, There is money here, and Vince has to see this. He has Wi-Fi in the jet. God damn it, listen to me. This shit is over. It'll make you a shit ton of money, especially because you're calling it Woken. Because you can license that.
Do you think he could watch that Raw match on the network? Does he have the WWE network on the jet as well?
I don't think he can afford it.
He might. He can sign for. Yo, it's 99 cents for 3 months. I think he can afford that.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, shit.
Are you sure that we're not? Are you sure
or maybe H gave it to him for Christmas. He's like, "Hey, Dad,
guys, are you sure that we're not?
Hey, Dad, check out this show that I do. It's called NXT."
Are you guys sure that we are not like sponsored by the WWE with how much we talk about their product? 99 cents, $9.99. WWE Network, go go go.
It's part of our Titus Worldwide contract. I thought you read that.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but here's the thing. I think that Vince McMahon does have the network, and it's because Triple H gave it to him. He's like, "Hey, Dad, I got this thing. It's this show that I make. It's called NXT. You should check it out." And Vince will put it on at like 3 a.m. when he's not asleep because Vince McMahon doesn't sleep. We all know this. And he's like, "Who the fuck is this Japanese guy? Is this the Okada they've been talking about? Bring him up to main roster."
205 Live. So, I want to ask you guys, because Elimination Chamber is a Raw pay-per-view this year. Do we think Matt Hardy is going to be in the #1 contendership Elimination Chamber match for the Universal title?
No.
No?
No.
No.
No, if the current rosters stay and do not change after the Rumble, which I doubt they will, the rosters will probably change after Mania like they did last year. I think that this is just straight up early predictions for the chamber match. Roman is going over. You're going to have Jason Jordan in there.
Ooh.
You're going to have Samoa Joe in there.
Yeah.
How many people is it? 6?
It's got to be 6.
Okay, so
I think it's going to be super close to the Fatal 5-Way.
So Roman, it'll be Roman. It will be Joe. It will be Jason Jordan.
It'll be Finn, so people.
Okay, here's the thing. I don't think Finn will be in there. I think after the Rumble, Finn is going to be moving on to something else, potentially something with Matt Hardy.
Intercontinental.
It's possible.
I would like a triple threat spooky guy match for WrestleMania.
Here's the thing. Hilarious. I think that Roman is going to lose the Intercontinental title at the Rumble, and then whoever he loses it to, it's probably going to be Samoa Joe. So Samoa Joe wins it. Okay, it's tough. Roman is definitely in there. I will put money that Jason Jordan will be in the Elimination Chamber match in some way.
We can't have Braun or Kane in there because they're doing their program.
You could honestly put them both in there and then just continue the feud in there. It's like the Rumble. You can use the Elimination Chamber to further multiple storylines.
That's true.
So I don't hate putting both of them in there. I think you could also potentially put Elias in there.
Ooh.
I'm really high on Elias right now.
Some big balls on the Elias train.
I think it's possible that you could put him in there. He gets a lot of heat, and it's good heat.
Okay.
And
people do love booing Elias.
So your Intercontinental title program sounds a lot kind of like Finn and Joe. So you wouldn't have Joe.
Yeah, it could be Finn and Joe, which is why I don't think you could put him in there. I think you want to save that for another match. At the same time, I could honestly see them putting the title on Jason Jordan.
Oh God,
it's a bad idea with how negatively he's been received. And
or it's the best idea ever.
We've said this multiple times. Jason Jordan is a fantastic wrestler. He has some of the best in-ring work. Some of the best Roman Reigns matches I've seen have been with him. That 20-minute match they had on Monday was fantastic. The build-up to it, fucking garbage. If they did this New Japan style where everything was told in the ring, it would be amazing. And I would love it, and I'd be super high on it. But because there's that WWE writing behind it, where Jason Jordan is this whiny little crybaby who's Kurt Angle's son. It's fucking garbage.
Well, Jason Jordan, I don't think has been a face since the
He was a face
thing.
the first night, and then it got awful.
Right. But with the way he's complaining and arguing and fighting, it's not. This doesn't feel like a gradual turn. It feels like he's already turned.
Yeah. It feels like what they're trying to do is they're trying to give it a slow turn, and it's not.
It's already
working. There. It's already there, but they don't realize it.
Right. Josie, who would you book in the Elimination Chamber this year?
It's really tough because Zach pretty much already got all my choice. Zach already said all my choices.
Are you with me on the Elias train? Do you want to walk with Elias?
Dude, I've been enjoying Elias since he got pushed up to main roster.
Who wants to walk with Elias?
And a couple of other things, the Jason Jordan thing, I actually see him going full-on heel after the Rumble.
Do you think
if not at the Rumble?
Ooh, like he gets eliminated at the Rumble and then like just goes batshit and just starts, screaming loud like this like he's number 30, like he wrenches his way into number 30 and gets eliminated and just starts having a freak out.
I don't know if he's not gonna lose at the Rumble. I think what's gonna happen is what Zach said, is he's gonna find a way to worm his way into the IC title, and he's gonna win it, and then that's when we're gonna find out that either A, he's been using Dear Daddy all along to get to where he is, or B, he's been working with Triple H and they faked the paternity test. And that's going to lead up to the WrestleMania thing.
This doesn't explain the heat between Triple H and Jason Jordan unless it's just one big fucking work. Like, work within a work, I should say.
Pretty much. That's exactly how it's going to be.
It's me, the King of Kings.
Colton Oliver wants to know where Aleister Black is in the whole thing. He's still in NXT. Anyway.
Yeah, he's still in it.
He won't be called up until after Mania. No. I think that... okay, so I know a lot of the NXT spoilers. I don't want to say anything. And to answer your question about McIntyre, he's injured. He tore a bicep. But here's the thing. McIntyre... I'm convinced that McIntyre was going to lose that match to Almas anyways, and he was going to be brought up. Where would he fit in all of this? Is my biggest question.
He could have debuted at the Rumble, honestly. Like he just falls off TV for a month.
I don't think they would want to do that with him.
It's hard to tell.
If they move him to SmackDown, he's got a pre-built gig with Ziggler.
Hey, that wouldn't actually be a bad feud to bring him in with Ziggler.
Again,
he's like, hey, a familiar face, and McIntyre's just like, no, fuck you, I'm better.
Again, though, the problem there is
no.
Yeah, guys, I understand,
guys. I have the answer, but this is super long term, and it has to go until we can switch somebody over from SmackDown. So what we have happen is we have the Miztourage consistently attack Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
And then one day, Heath Slater comes out and saves him. And they go to, like, fist bump, but Drew McIntyre doesn't quite trust Heath Slater yet. So there's this week-long back and forth. And then they finally get together, and then the Miztourage is still outnumbering them. And lo and behold, who do we have come over from SmackDown? One Jinder Mahal. The reunition of 3MB.
Oh, Lord.
God. Was it?
It's funny that you brought up Miztourage, because I actually have a weird theory about that with Miz being gone and how they've...
Miz is back in time. Miz is in the chamber. Sorry.
Easy.
Yeah, no worries.
Easy answer, yes.
With Miz being gone right now, and with the Miztourage latching onto Elias, it got me thinking, when Miz comes back, he's going to expect the Miztourage to go back to being his little cronies, whatever, and it's going to start a feud between him and Elias because, hell, he likes the Miztourage. Miztourage likes Elias now because he treats them better.
Colton, to answer your question, a bicep tear can take anywhere from 4 to 6 months to recover. He's going to be gone for a while, as much as I hate that.
He will not be back before Chamber. Like,
we probably won't see. He
might be back in time for Mania, but that's kind of pushing it. He's not John Cena, to where John Cena can get the same exact injury and come back by the Rumble, because that's what Cena did.
John Cena's a goddamn cyborg.
Was he with Nikki Bella at that point? I don't remember.
Yes, he was. She has magical properties.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on with your booking prediction, Josie.
I'm glad you knew where I was going with that.
Yeah, we knew. No, that's pretty much it. That Miz is going to come back. He's going to want Miz Taraj back. They're not going to go, and it's going to start a feud between Elias and Miz.
Is Elias the face?
Yeah.
Like, is Elias going to have a...
Miz would totally be the face in that.
No, face Miz is bad Miz.
But he's having a baby.
Okay, look, face Miz is like Jericho Miz. Even when they're faces, they're heels.
But Jericho faces...
No, John Cena was not with Nikki Bella at that point. I just looked it up.
Oh, no.
They started dating in 2012.
Fine, Mickey James has healing properties.
Okay. That's more what I wanted to know.
There you go.
The Miz probably won't actually be around for... He potentially won't be around for Mania season this year.
Oh, he definitely will. Shooting that movie is only going to take 3 months. It's a terrible movie.
That's not why. The expected time frame around when like Maurice is probably going to have her kid is around April.
Oh no!
So Mania.
Yeah. That it's not confirmed. I don't think we've seen like an official like when she like when around it will be.
A Mania without Miz is a crime.
Nah, I think.
agree.
Can you imagine the celebration if Miz actually has a Mania baby though?
Still a crime.
I'm gonna look this up.
No, he'll make up for it. I mean, they had a kid on WrestleMania. I mean, come on, that's awesome.
He won't make up for anything. I want a Miz Mania. A Mizzlemania.
So Miz celebrating when that baby came to be.
You know what you could do with the chamber? Sorry, I want to go back to this for a second.
No. Like we haven't talked about it at length.
You could put the bar in there if they're not tag champs at that point.
My God, have a falling out between the bar?
You either have the bar in there or you have the Shield.
Have the entire Shield, and that's when Dean betrays everybody.
You know what you could do? Yes.
Oh my God.
Okay, so we have this. So the chamber is going to be the Shield. It'll be the Shield. It will be
Braun Strowman and Kane. We gotta have them in there. We gotta have two monsters for
with
the Shield
in there. With the Shield in there, I think you're fine not putting them there. I think what you could do is you could put the Shield in there. You could put Jason Jordan if he's not Intercontinental Champion or in a thing for that. Same thing with Samoa Joe. I still think you could put Elias in there as your like throw off. Oh, he might actually do it.
He might be the first elimination though.
Or you could do that. You could do either one of those.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's a really tough call.
No, but that's such a perfect moment because like the Shield eliminates the third guy because they're the team, and then they just all look at each other, right? You have that final three moment. They all just they kind of just like walk around the ring with each other. They kind of just square up, and then Dean gets dirty deeds on Seth. And
you can't tell me the crowd wouldn't pop for that because as much as we complain about how much we don't like the Shield together on this podcast, they are probably the most over tag team in the entire company.
But that would be a magical moment, like
maybe behind the Hardys, but I think the Shield are above them at this point.
Or even better, in the weeks leading up to the Chamber, you tease that Roman's going to be the guy to betray them, right? You tease that. You give people that little like sprinkling of a tease. That's how it's going to end. And then it comes down to them as the final three. And instead of them all three scoring up against each other, Seth and Dean are across the ring from Roman. And that's when Dean hits the dirty deeds on Seth and pins him 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
That would be even better because like that sows dissension. It should be Dean who's like, hey, Roman is talking shit about us, or something like that. Like, hey, there's something weird going on with our big dog. Did you talk to him about it? No, man, he seems kind of funny, you know. And then they just like that. That's where it starts.
Did you feed him onions?
But like that's where it begins, and like I think that could create a really magical moment.
Oh, so Josie, I know you're the only other person who watches live events or
Yes.
live television. Did you watch SmackDown tonight?
I missed it. I was finishing up my finals.
All right, so Chris, let me tell you, your favorite person, Dolph Ziggler, made a reference to one of the greatest of all time, and just I was scrolling through Twitter, and he basically confirmed it. You know who has a 33 1/3 chance of winning this?
Oh my god, yes.
I'm not gonna lie, I really am not even remotely invested in that feud. And can we just turn? Okay, I'm gonna go completely off of what we've been talking about for a minute. Can we please turn Bobby Roode already? He
Yes.
is not a face. He has never been a good face.
That title match is a legit 3 heel match. Like, that has to be heels. Like,
Yeah, but
those 3 guys
Bobby
do their
Roode is
best
just-
work as heels.
Bobby Roode. Okay, here's the thing. Bobby Roode has all the charisma. He has a fantastic character from NXT. He is essentially a white Apollo Crews at this point. He's just smiling over guy.
Well, that's Apollo Crews' problem, too.
Yeah, there's just like you're just smiling black guy and smiling guy who wears a robe.
Who is this person? Colton. Rudes. But yeah, like, I remember Beer Money. Like, that was in the time where I actually watched TNA kind of religiously. And I hated Beer Money because I was a super casual fan, right? I hated Beer Money. And it's only today that I realized that I was supposed to hate Beer Money because of how awful they are.
Mm-hmm.
But they were a magnificent tag team. They did some really good work. They got a lot of good heat. And like, Rude is essentially playing the same character in WWE. It's just his name is Bobby instead of Robert, which still Robert.
Speaking of Beer Money, do you know who's a free agent again?
Oh yeah, we know he's gonna sign with NXT.
Lance Storm.
I'm sure.
No,
Yeah, he was Lance Storm. I'm
Lance
sure
Storm.
Lance Storm's not doing anything right now.
James Storm, Cowboy James Storm.
Oh, James Storm. Yeah, sorry, I mix Tony Storm, Lance Storm, Jotty Storm. They're all the same
The
character.
Human Torch.
Yes.
They're the Storm family.
Yeah. One of them just has the coolest power in that he can light himself on fire.
What about Sue Storm?
I mean,
That's
I've
fair.
never seen her, so
They're all families. They're all super powered.
Oh my god. But I do see a future run through NXT for Cowboy James Storm.
He was already there. He has
I said
3
future.
NXT matches under his belt.
I said future.
I mean, it's both. I see him just, I don't know. They definitely want him. Like, he was allowed to show up there, use all of his moves under the same names that they were in TNA, pretty much exactly what he was, and then they let him leave and come. Like, I'm sure he'll come back, but like, he's one of the few people who they signed to like a 3-match. and let them go on TV and do every bit of that. Like, they definitely want James Storm.
Like a tryout contract?
Yeah. And, like, normally, like, you'll see people pretty often. Like, Tessa Blanchard has been on NXT a few times even before they started having her around regularly. But they don't really let them win matches. They definitely did. Like, I know it doesn't seem like much now, but, like, Storm beat I believe he beat one or both of the members of Blake and Murphy.
Yeah, but they're not credible.
Were
They're not
they?
over.
They were tag team champions. It doesn't matter. They were champions, and you let this guy show up and beat your champion, even though he was not signed up long term with you.
Again, who are they?
That is an excellent point. We haven't seen Blake and Murphy on TV in forever.
Okay, the only time you see Murphy is when he's on Total Divas.
But
Actually,
Murphy's-
I see him a lot because I follow Alexa Bliss's pet pig on Instagram.
In Murphy's defense, if you got to just spend as much of your time with Alexa Bliss as you could, would you do anything else?
yes,
I plead the fifth on that one.
that's not how that works.
Well, I still plead the fifth.
I would
I mean, if not, you're an idiot.
call me an
Josh,
idiot.
you know my answer. I'm not saying it, though.
It rhymed with yes.
Yes.
Your mic half cut out at the right time, and it sounded like a mechanical yes. It was funny.
Guys, what is that accent?
It's not a real accent. Don't worry about it.
It's like a really shitty British accent sometimes, almost.
On occasion, he sounds like he's from, like, the Caribbean.
Well,
Yeah,
guys,
it's a weird mix of a couple things.
we've come full circle. We talked about broken people. We talked about Elimination Chamber. We talked about the Rumble. We talked about Jason Jordan for longer than he probably deserves right now, unfortunately. And I'm sorry for saying that, Jason Jordan. I love you. I think it's time to bring
He's
the
the
show
next
home.
generation of great.
Yeah, no. No.
He's a really good worker.
He's great. He is great. Is he the great? No. I'm an authority on that.
Well, you're an authority at being so-so.
Who wants to bring the show home tonight, guys? Holly, go for it.
All right, Holly, close the show for us.
Hi, I'm
Yes.
Holly.
He asked who wants to close the show, and right as he finished saying that, you coughed.
That sounds like volunteering to me.
Yeah,
Totally volunteered.
she volunteered.
Well, she's not going to do it.
Damn it. I like fresh
Well, I'm
voices.
Holly, and this has been the Average Guys Pro Wrestling Show. Follow us at This Is Where the Plugs Go.
I'm probably just going to put the pre-recorded outro here. Because none of us are in our right minds right now.
That's fair.
A little bit broken.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you liked what you heard tonight, please give us a follow on Facebook. Please give us a follow on Twitter. Please like us on everything. Please drop by our Patreon page. I know, I said it. It's on the live show. It's not going to be on the recorded show. I'm sorry. There's a lot of cool stuff on there.
Just Google everything Average Guys Pro Wrestling and just invest your time
Just
and
click,
resources into that.
click down those links.
Just Google.
Just every single one.
Google Average Guys Pro Wrestling, and just every link you find, click on it and do whatever the link says to make sure that you can spend more time at that link.
Thank you guys for listening so very much. Understand that Josh and I hate each other, but we love you. And have a very, very good night.